Hey, good afternoon, everybody. First of all, before I get started, I wanted to apologize. I am TDY right now, so I don't have any attention getters for my speech. But let's get started. In this speech, I will tell you the places that I grew up and the bases that I have been stationed at. I was born in Ohio, and I lived there until I was 4 years old. I don't remember much, except my first airplane ride. My dad was in the Air Force, and so we got to take a great big giant airplane to Germany. We lived in Germany from the time I was 4 years old till I was 8 years old. The two things I remember most about Germany are the new elementary school and the cat lady. Before we left Germany, they built a state-of-the-art, at the time, elementary school, and it had soundproof windows. So you could see into all the other classrooms and see all the other students. You just couldn't hear a thing. The story of the cat lady is, when we got off the bus after school, my mom said to follow the other kids home, and we would walk right by our house. So that's what me and my twin brother did. We followed all of the other kids home till there were no more kids. Then we started crying because we got lost. So this nice lady came out of her house and let us come in. She came out of her house to help us and then let us come in so she could call my mom to find out where we lived. She must have had 50 cats. There were cats everywhere. She drove us back to the school, and my mom picked us up and took us home. After Germany, we lived in England, and I lived there from the time I was 8 years old till the time I was 12. I remember riding the bus to school. We were the first ones to get picked up in the morning and the last ones to get dropped off in the afternoon. So we had to be at the bus stop at 7 o'clock, and then we wouldn't get home till after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's almost like working. I remember the snow days and also the play park. We were so excited when we would have snow days and there wouldn't be any school. All of us kids would go outside and play all day long. Who doesn't like staying home from school? At the play park, we would hang out there on the weekends with all the other kids. Somebody would bring a boombox to listen to music. That was before boomboxes were cool, though. We'd all sing like we were rock stars. Or we would get all the kids together, and in the big field we would play baseball in the summertime or football in the wintertime. After England, we moved to sunny, hot Arizona. I lived there from the time I was 12 years old till I was 14. The one thing I remember about Arizona is every Friday night we would go watch the local high school football games. Then after that, we'd all go home and drink hot chocolate before we went to bed. After Arizona, we moved to New Mexico, and I lived there from the time I was 14 till the time I was 21 years old. When people ask me where I'm from, I tell them I was born in Ohio, but I haven't lived there since I was 4 years old, so I call New Mexico home. Because that's the longest I lived in one place, and many great things happened to me there. I had my first son there, I got married there, I got my first driver's license there, and I had a pretty awesome job working at Dairy Queen. When I decided I needed a career change and needed to make more money so my family could live, I decided I would join the military. I knew I was going to join the Air Force because I've always wanted to be just like my dad when I grow up. Another reason I joined the Air Force is because my oldest son was playing in my father-in-law's backyard, and he accidentally fell and hurt himself, and we had to take him to the emergency room because he required stitches. Well, after I got the bill in the mail from the emergency room and had no insurance, I couldn't afford to pay the bill. So me and my husband sat down and decided it would be best if I joined the military. I've spent almost 21 years in the military and have only been stationed at a few bases. My first base was Travis Air Force Base, and I was stationed there from 1989 till 1994. Whew, that was a long time ago. When I first got there, I hated it. I couldn't stand it. I called my mom collect every day for 3 months and told her that the people in California were mean and I wanted to come home. For that, they sent me off to Osan, Korea, and I left my family at Travis and then worked in Osan for a year. I will tell you, the one thing about Osan was I got a great opportunity to see a foreign country. Not very many people in the United States could say that they've been to Korea. After Korea, I came back to Travis Air Force Base. This time I loved it. I worked there for another 5 years, and then I got my job that I'm at now, working aerial port. And I work with a great group of military folks. In conclusion, I have told you about the places that I grew up and the bases that I have been stationed at. This is the story of Donna Strecker's life so far. Thank you.